Well, looks like it's time to start another big adventure up. What's up, party members? Justin Party 8 here, and welcome to my new walkthrough of The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask. Without further ado, let's go start this game right up. I actually, back in my Wind Waker walkthrough, I teased this game. I said I want to do this game one day alongside Ocarina of Time, and the day is today. I'm gonna do a walkthrough of this game. And this is still, alongside Wind Waker, one of my personal favorite Zelda games. But more about that later. For now, let's just do the default settings right here. I can name him Link, of course. And let's watch the intro together. Which is pretty long, I have to say. So buckle up, and let's get on with this. In the land of Hyrule, there is echoes of a legend held dearly by the royal family that tells of a boy. A boy who, after battling evil and saving Hyrule, crept away from the land and it made him a legend. Done with the battles he once waged across time, he embarked on a journey, a secret and personal journey. A journey in search of a beloved and invaluable friend. Friends with whom he parted ways when he finally fulfilled his heroic destiny and took his place among legends. Hehe, you two fairies did great. Wonder if he has anything good on him. This guy. Well, this shouldn't be a problem. Ooh, what a pretty ocarina. Hey, Skullkid, let me touch it. I want to see. You can't tell. What would we do if you drop it and broke it? No way you can't touch it. Aw, but sis, why can't I try it out too? What an epic troublemaker, excuse me. Well, there's no other thing to do than chase after him. I mean, he took our horse, so we need to get it back. But let's chase after him. Before doing that, let's get some money right here. Now, in my last walkthrough, I said that the resolution in my next walkthrough is not going to be as good as other versions. Well, I don't think the resolution is as good as bad as I thought. Anyway, now we're gonna get some rupees right here. I think 20 is enough. So let's chase after that Skull Kid, who wears an interesting mask. Alright, so just like before Breath of the Wild, of course, there's no jump button, so you jump automatically. And let's chase after that stupid Skull Kid. What's with that stupid horse of yours? It doesn't listen to a word that's said to it. There's no point in riding a thing like that, so I did you a favor and got rid of it. Hehe. Aw, boo-hoo. Why the sad face? I just thought I had a little fun with you. Oh, come now. Do you really think you can beat me as I am now? Fool. Hee, now that's a good look for you. You'll stay here looking that way forever. Sis! Whoa, whoa, Skull Kid, wait for me, I'm still here. Tail, you can't leave without me. You! Okay, sorry. If I wasn't dealing with you, I wouldn't have gotten separated from my brother. Don't just sit there, Deku boy. Do something. Why you look at me like that? Well, you knocked me down. What, is there something stuck on my face? You don't even have a face. Will you stop staring and just open the door for me? Please, come on, help this little girl's asking you, so hurry up. Oh, Tail, I wonder if that child will be alright on his own. Alright, so I guess there's nothing else, then go for it. In our Deku form, we really can't do much. We can only just press the A button to spin around, which is our main attack. And, well, until we get to later, let me get more attacks later on. I need to press A to open the door, which I have no idea why the fairy couldn't just open the door by pressing the A button, but okay. Hey, wait for me, don't leave me behind. So, that stuff back there, I apologize. So, take me with you. You want to know about that Skull Kid who just ran off, right? Well, it just so happened to have an idea of where he might be going. Take me with you and I help you out. Deal? Please? Good, then it's settled. Now then, I'll be your partner, or at least until we catch that Skull Kid. My name is Taddle, so it's nice to meet you or whatever. Now we got all that straightened out. Can we stop messing around and get moving? So she's gonna be the tutorial fairy of this game, and we're gonna be like, we don't need this stupid fairy. Alright, here's a prime example. You press the right control stick up right here, and there you go, which is pretty interesting. Alright, so he talks about. Don't give me the no default as the default option. Alright, so as she said right here, you need to press and hold the A button to go inside these flowers. And release it, and then you'll fly around. The flight is limited, and you'll automatically drop in a few seconds. So you need to let go of the A button. As you can probably tell, this game is very unique and very different from most Zelda games, even to this day. Which is one of my favorite. It's one of the main reasons why I like this game. It's different. Well, the 3D platforming and stuff is still the same, but you know what I mean. Anyway, here's a treasure chest, so we know what that means. For those who see my Wind Waker walkthrough. We got something new! Thank you, nuts. So that's our first item. So let's go over to the pause menu, and as you can see, there are a lot of items you're gonna get throughout this game. Alright, press it on the right control stick, left, down, or right. There we go. And when you press that button, yeah, you use it. For Deku Nuts, it stuns enemies, and it's very useful, in my personal opinion. It's very underrated. Getting into the release info of this game, this is a Nintendo 64 game, if you haven't guessed by now. It was also released for Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Wii, and Nintendo Wii U. This is the Nintendo Wii U version I'm playing on right now. And of course there's the 3DS remake. And there are a few differences between the Wii U, between the original and the 3DS version. Which I of course will mention once we get to it. Anyway, you need to press the targeting button, then right control stick up, and then you can talk to people from distance. There you go, see, you can do it. This Nintendo Wii U version I'm playing on right now, if you are curious, as you can see right here, just like Super Metroid. And of course, I can use the restore points, which is kind of like, you know, save states, but I'm trying not to use it too much, because it's a little bit cheating in my opinion. It's strange, but the way you look right now sort of looks like this tree. Looks like all dark and gloomy, almost like it could cry any second now. How sad. Interesting. You can also probably tell that this is definitely the most horror-based Zelda game. And they did a very good job with that. This game does have its, you know, scary moments. But it still has some funny dialogue and all that stuff, like like all the other Zelda games. Alright, so I guess the only way going forward is over here. And, well, looks like there's no other ways to go than to go this way. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? Famous line. I own a happy mask shop. I travel far and wide in search of masks. During my travels, a very important mask was stolen from me by an imp in the woods. So here I am at a loss, and now I found you. Now don't dig me rude, but I have been following you. For I know of a way to return you to your former self. If you can get back the precious item that was stolen from you, I will return you to normal. In exchange, all I ask to do is also get back my precious mask that the imp stole from me. What? Is it not a simple task? Why, to someone like you, it should be no means to be a difficult task. That's kind of weird. Except, the one thing is, I'm a very busy fellow, and and I must leave this place in 3 days. How grateful I will be if you could bring it back to me before my time here is up. But yes, you'll be fine. I see you are young and have tremendous courage. I'm sure you'll find it right away. Well then, I'm counting on you. Yes, this is the Happy Mask Salesman, and if you played Ocarina of Time, this is a very familiar face, because you know of the Mask side quest, because he owns that in Hyrule. So he's from Hyrule, pretty familiar face. As you can see a few masks with him, like that one over there, which is actually a mask for later on. And if you look at the back, let's see, no, not like that. There we go, like this, there we go. The most interesting one is the one on the left with the Mario one, which is pretty interesting. Kind of a bit of an Easter egg right there. But anyway, let's go outside. Dawn of the first day, 72 hours remain. I'm gonna say, welcome to Clocktown. He gives me the creeps, that masked salesman, wasn't it? Sorry, I was just thinking out loud. But 3 days, even if we never sleep, that still leaves us with measly 72 hours. Talk about demanding. Well, don't just stand there. We're going to see the Great Fairy. Look, you want to find the Skull Kid, don't you? Great Fairy will know what he's up to. She watches over everything. And just between you and me, the Skull Kid is no match for the Great Fairy. Go to the shrine near the North Gate. You'll find the Great Fairy in there. Alright, so one thing you gotta watch out for is this dog right here, because it will start attacking you as in the dick form. Now, before we go to North Clocktown, there's something you want to do first. Well, something you need to do first is right over here. This right here is a straight ferry, and it's a part of the Great Ferry. And she wanted to go to North Clocktown, so we need to take the straight ferry back to it. So let's go there, I guess, since there's nothing else we can do right now. And yes, this is Clocktown. This is the main city in the land of Termina. And I'm going to show you right now. This is Termina. Yep, very cloudy. The reason why it's so cloudy, you will find out later. But Termina is actually pretty big. Let's just say it like that. Alright, so let's go to North Clocktown, which is this way. And as you can see on the bottom of the screen, the masked salesman that he needs to leave in 3 days, well, that's what the clock mentions. But there's another reason why there's a clock below us, which you will find out also in this episode. Alright, first let's get some rupees right here. Alright, so let's go over here. I'm not going to talk to anyone just yet. And this right here, this flower over here, we're not going to do anything with it quite yet. Probably in the next episode. And here it is, here's the Fairies Fountain. Oh no, the Great Fairy. Now prepare to meet the strangest carnation of the Great Fairy in any Zelda game. Yeah, I know that Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask were the first 3D Zelda games, but this just looks terrifying. Tado and you, young one of the altered shape. That's a long name for me. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I thought that Master Child was helping me and I grew careless. All I can offer you now is this. I shall grant you magic power as a sign of my gratitude. Please accept it. And we got a magic meter. And flexing! And we got magic power, and we can also press the B button to shoot Bubble Blast, which I'll demonstrate in a bit. The man who lives in the observatory outside of town may know of Skull Kid's whereabouts, but be careful. You must not underestimate that child's powers, kind young one. Turn to your former shape, come see me, I shall give you more help. So that's the thing that you need to make note of. You know, if we're back to normal, we go back here. Alright, so Bubble Blast. Let me demonstrate what that does. Press and hold the V button and then boom. So it's basically snot that we're shooting, which is kind of strange, but okay. Alright, so and this guy is trying to shoot the Majora's Mask balloon with this, I don't know, spitwad, or I don't know what you call it. What do you want, shrimp? Ambition pressing my blowgun. If you can't pop that balloon, then don't mess with Jim. Grrr. Well, I have news for you. The snot is mightier than anything. Are you the one who just popped that up there? Not bad for a dig, you scrub. We bombers have a hideout that leads to the observatory outside of town. And the Great Fairy said that we need to go there anyway. Need a code to get in. Maybe I'll tell you what it is. But don't think you're going to get it that easily. So we need to press a little test right here. Alright, line up, guys. You can find all 5 of us by tomorrow morning. I'll teach you the code. Are you ready? Sir, yes, sir! Sir, yes! Ow. Alright, so we're gonna play hide and seek. If you play Wind Waker before this, then this is very familiar to catch them right here. Just get back here. Yep, okay, he ran into us. Okay, that's pretty helpful. So we need to catch all 5 of us before tomorrow morning. And wow, you're pathetic. You're the leader and you're that easy to catch. And stupid camera. And the reason why I keep spamming the A button, because then you go a little bit faster. And this is East Clock Town. And the door is running me out of nowhere. Behind that pillar. Alright, so the next kid is, let's see. Next kid is up there. And he has a cuckoo on his head. Because when you get close to him, he wants to fly away. Even though cuckoos are chickens and chickens cannot fly, but okay. Oh well, video game, Nintendo logic. And where did he go? Oh, there he is. And I have no idea how he runs. It looks really strange. And you ran into us once again. Okay, thank you. And oh, I saw you. And ah, dang it. And oh, screw you. Where'd he go? Oh, here he is. Ha! Get down from there, you stupid kids. Thank you. Okay, good. Oh, thank God. I don't want to spend too much time with these kids, because you know I want to do some other things as well on the first day. Because every day is different. I know, watch out. Actually, wait. I don't want to talk to you just yet. Go away, I don't want to talk to you. Well, at least not yet. Alright, so here's West Clock Town. I want to enter the other area, but I have to go this way. Because there are 2 entrances for West Clock Town. Alright, let's go all the way up the long way. And there we go. You're pretty good for a Deku Scrub. If only you were human. And I could give you an original Bomber's notebook and make you remember. What do you guys think? No way, no scrubs! I guess not. Once we let some kid who wasn't human join our gang, and boy, do we ever regret it. Sorry. But I'll teach you the codes, just like I promised. Alright, let's see. Let's see. 42153. Alright, there you go. I wrote it down because I have a bad memory. And for those who want to play along, do not write that code. It's different from each save file. Alright, so the last thing we're gonna do for this episode, I know this episode's been pretty long. Close to 28 minutes, but I want to do one last thing. Well, I'll show you one last thing, which is the mayor's office. Which is pretty helpful because you know that we have never been to this town before. Most of the town folk already have taken shelter without waiting for the mayor's orders. The only ones left are public servants and committee members. Mr. Mayor and Carnival Committee members, please order those who were made to evacuate. Well... You cowards, you actually believe the moon will fall? The confused townfolk simply caused a panic by believing this ridiculous, groundless theory. The soldiers could prevent the panic, but outside the town walls is where the danger is. You want answers? The answer is that the carnival should not be cancelled. Isn't that right, Mr. Mayor? Well... Are you serious, Mucho? It seems that giant chunk of rock above us hasn't caught your eye. At this time every year we are overrun by tourists, so why is the town empty? Clearly it's your job to ensure the carnival's operation, but that's if people are here for it. Don't drag the merchants and soldiers into this. If the soldiers wish to run, then run, Fishin. We councilmen will stick to tradition. This carnival will be a success. I never heard of a defense unit abandoning this town. Madame Aroma would surely say the same thing, wouldn't she, Mayor Dotour? Let's not bring my wife into this. So, not a friendly hello, pretty much. So, I guess that's all the things I want to do for this episode. Let's get out of here. So, we're going to go to North Clock Town. I guess that's where I want to end this episode. So, I guess that's enough of this episode. So, I guess we're going to say next time on The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we'll be continuing doing a lot of side quests and go to the observatory to find out where Skull Kid may be. See you guys next time.